There we are. Hello, how we doing? It's been a few weeks. How we doing? Yeah. So last week there was this little thingy that happened. So I said it was going to be a work trip, but that's because we were somewhat sworn to secrecy as to what the nature of the trip actually was. And the nature of that trip was a Factorio LAN party in in Prague. So yeah, I got to go play some Space Age for a week or 5 days um, over the course of 2 weeks last week. Well, it started on the Wednesday, Thursday, something like that. Yeah, little thingy known as Space Age. Just a little thingy. So yeah, that was fun. So I just sorting out the preview because for some reason it doesn't light up anymore. I'm gonna refresh to make it do its thing, which is funny because it's re-rolled. Everyone who doesn't have a color set, it's re-rolled your color, your text colors. It's hilarious. I don't know why. So I got to play the game of what the hell. Well, I got to play two games right now. The first one is what was I doing before I left. The second one is how do I play 1.1 again now that I've played 2.0? Because there are a few. Well, without getting it too deep into it, there is some. As you've seen in the FFF, the way the quality of life stuff has changed, the interaction. Yeah, there's a few things different. A few keys are moved around, that sort of thing. First world problems. Hey, Tim McIntyre, aka Derek. How you doing? Now, I think last time I was tweaking and tinkering with smelting. Didn't I have some smeltering? There it goes. Smeltering sadness, possibly. Thank you, water save. There. Oh, there's a sad robot port. Why are you... There's a sad substation. I'll tell you what, there's a shortcut where I can put a substation right there, and it will put a substation right there. That's the feature known as Super Force Build. Super Force Build is a really nice feature. Might as well just load up the 15 and relearn. Even going back to... Do you know what? Going back to 14 is actually painful. It is very difficult to play pre-15 versions. Like what I'm doing right now is map view. That was introduced in version 15, and yeah, using 14 or older, which doesn't have map view, just makes it so much more difficult because you have to physically go to, like, if I want to do something here, I'd have to physically go to that location. Yeah, and so that makes it quite a lot more painful. Not played in at least 4 years. You should work on that. Now, I think the first thing I need to do is go over there and deal with red circuits. I think I did start touching things here, but I never really finished it. We need to deal with green circuits next. I want to try and work through everything in sequence. Hey, it's Veldak. Done much programming? By chance? Right, so what do we... Well, we'll get into the train first. And then I'll, Yeah, back from that. Hey, Slazer. Back from the pain of travelling to and from. It's got to be said, Dubai is a weird place. Like, in the airport, like... Well, here's the thing. It's like... We spent, what was it? Oh, it's the wrong one. It's that one. We spent... When I got there the first time, it was like a 25-minute bus ride from the landing terminal to the departure terminal. And then the second time, it was... it was a weird one, actually, because we were unloaded onto the tarmac and then loaded onto a bus, which again was like a 30-minute or 35-minute bus ride. It was a long bus ride to the terminal. And then also the traffic jam in that was the other thing. Part of what made it take so long was the bus was stuck in traffic in an airport, which is mind-blowing. It was Emirates, is who I travelled with. But the one on the way back was Fly Dubai, which is still technically Emirates. But yeah, like just random airport vehicles. There were so many of them. So many, cars, little tug vehicles, all the various airport machinery, vans, and other buses. There was just so many. Like, to have such a traffic jam inside an airport from those vehicles, it's just it's absurd. But there it is. And yeah, and then on top of that, once getting to the terminal, I had to figure out where the hell I had to go, which in and of itself is tricky. It's not impossible, but it is tricky. Oh, we got to do in there. Oh, cut off. Yeah, once figured that out, eventually, I actually... It didn't help that the thing wouldn't read the second boarding pass to tell me where to go, and the screen, as it turned out, there were two screens showing all the departures and and what gate and terminal to go to, and like the two that the screens that I happened to walk up to wasn't showing the... Like, it was only showing the first lot of departures, it wasn't showing the second lot. Normally they would be cycling between the two, but it was stuck on... Like, it was showing it, but it was stuck on Arabic. So I couldn't read it, as it turns out. I thought it was just showing the same things twice in in English and Arabic. But it turned out, no, it's showing it in... it was just stuck showing it in Arabic, and the first one in... Oh no, the first one was cycling. Yeah, the other one wasn't. But yeah, I eventually got the pass scanned and it told me where to go. And then, yeah. It then took that train to go between the terminals. After I sorted that out, to go to the right terminal. I think the train only exists for going between some terminals, whereas other terminals have buses. If I had the tick... The funny thing is, it's actually on the back of the boarding pass. Let's see, I actually still have it here. Yeah, to go between A and B gate is train. B to C, they're connected. And then F gate is a 40-minute bus between A, B and C. Well, it says 40 minutes on the boarding pass, but it's like... It seems to vary between 25, 35, maybe 40 minutes. I suppose that's accounting for traffic. I think I'm going to assume that Fly Dubai dropped me off at F gate, given the length of the bus. And then it sent me to A terminal. As I say, I don't know for sure, because I have no idea where I landed, because it was on... Oh, I suppose... I should clarify that I wasn't on the tarmac. So I have no idea. Do I still have the... Oh, there's the first one. It is... Oh, it doesn't have the gate. That's right. The second one, they don't print the gate. You got to find it when you get there. The first one, though, was What is it? B8, but that's at Prague. And I have no idea what that is. Anyway. Yeah, apparently I still have all my... Yeah, and the other one is still no gate listed. At least it wasn't too hard finding my way round. It wasn't the worst. Like, Dubai airport is enormous, but it is possible to find your way around eventually. If you just take the time and just chill out and think and look carefully, you'll find your way. But yeah, the thing that was crazy about Dubai was that there's like within the terminals, there's so many like what you call like high class perfume shops, high class handbag shops. The number of watch, Rolex, Swatch stores is absurd. It's like, how can there? The thing that I can't understand is how so many of these places exist in one place. I mean, I suppose for the volume of people, it's just crazy. Because these are all like real expensive products. Normally, like, I'm not used to seeing that many concentrated in one space. But yeah, other than that, the trip was very good. Prague is a very nice city, got to be said. And that's the plebs floor. Imagine how crazy it would be on the business floor. That's the thing too, because I was waiting for... because I was just, layover waiting for the next flight, I did a few laps of the terminal, went to different floors and things, and it just keeps on going. Like, it's just more and more and more. What was it? Oh, there was also a smoking lounge too. Something I'd never seen before. What do we got going on here? 10, apparently. So, did I keep the... No, I didn't. That's annoying. I suppose I lined them up here. It's fine, it's fine. I think I actually also needed 5 of these. Imagine having a button to move these. That would be amazing. And we have also... I think that was tuned for 8K. That was tuned for 8K. That's probably tuned for... Oh, you need red. Ah, yeah. We need to get iron plate up and running again. Where are we at? No, we're not producing... I'm clicking, but nothing's happening. Do it the old-fashioned way. What we'll do is we'll just order like... we don't need red belt as such, but we will need that. Yeah. Being able to modify combinators in remote view is also a pain-saving feature. Oh, apparently this thing's enabled still. I must have left it on. I'm not going to comment too much on the update because I don't want to give away too much. That's probably the short answer. There's a lot of fun things in there. Hey Lucifer, how you doing? I think the worst is the last part, from airport station to home. Yeah, for me it wasn't too bad because it was getting off the plane. Although for me, probably the worst part is getting off the plane into and out of the airport, because in Australia doing that is mind-numbing and soul-crushing because you've got to get through border security. Another thing I want to know, if you made a new mall with recipe setting and assemblers. I haven't done that yet, but I have. So this thing, in its current form, is nearly identical, but the constant combinators have been removed. They are redundant now. I needed to do some more playing around. Oh, this entire row here is redundant as well because constant combinators can have more stuff put in. Well, constant combinators can have more stuff put in them anyway. So yeah, that doesn't need to be a thing anymore. This display will change as well. This is going to change. It's a Maholic. How you doing? Yeah, so as far as this thing goes, constant combinators are going to disappear, which is really handy because it means I can potentially update, add more combinators here, which I do want to. Like, the biggest problem with this thing is the restriction on space for combinators, and which gives me more. But getting rid of these and potentially more stuff, we'll see. Gives me more flexibility. And this thing's going to change. It's actually going to be useful. I mean, this thing's just kind of visually useful, but for the most part, it's pretty useless. So how was No Man's Sky, Maholic? So yeah, changes are coming with this thing. Changes are afoot with this thing. I haven't actually seen No Man's Sky in a long time now. What do you need? You want gear. Yeah, basically you want iron smelting. The thing that I need to do, which is circuits, it wants. Now. It'd be fun to meet in person, but yeah. I got to meet quite a few people. Like I got to meet up with Colonel Will Exterm in person, a few modders. Who else? Oh my god, my brain's just shut down. Who else did I meet up with? I ran into Neolaus, Catherine of Sky, most of the devs. I got a Psy out of Boss Kid, for reasons that will become apparent in a month's time. Psy I ran into. Psy from Factorio MMO / Clustorio. Swan / the Reddit moderator, or Discord moderator? One or the other. I forget which. I'd have to look up. You know Sai, he's a friend? Yep. He's a cool guy. Who else I meet? Fellow weeb. Ah, yes. A lot of other people. Yeah, it was a lot of people. I can't even remember everyone now. It's just so many. I mean, there was, over 100 people there. I mean, there was 100 PCs, but there were people bringing +1s and things, so there were more than 100 off and on. Yeah, it was good fun though. What was I doing? Oh yes. So you distracting myself. Game blueprints. We need. It's under smelting. This thing. The silence is painful. Pretzels being difficult. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Probably about there, say. Probably something like that, probably. Pokey Day. What I might do... So that is... so what's digesting in my mind is that is 16 apparently. Well, that's convenient. Why is that there? Like that. I think the answer is no reason. So you're 16. Ah, yeah, you load from both sides. So if I make it a single side load, then that would have the same effects. What do you do? That one. Smelting and production, red circuits, blue circuits. Circuits. Not you, not you, not you. Oil, oil, thingy. Smelting, smelting, smelting. Plastique, rocket fuel. There it is. Now, if I did this right, it should lash into each other like so. Now, is Ancient Factorio after? Yeah, there's a lot of things that I've got to get reacquainted with. A lot of methodology, shall we say, that I've got to get reacquainted with. I hate the fact that that is aligned like that. You know what? Let's undo all of that. Going back to 1.1 features, as I was saying, is going to require a bit of adjustment. As you've seen in the FFF, there are a lot of quality of life features that just make life just that little bit easier. And 1.1 very much doesn't have any of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. What do I need? 267,000 apparently. $12.9 of green. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 and 6 and 7. So that's green circuits. Tempted to put an 8th one in. Just for good measure. This is going to be a very slow load on the train. I'll tell you what, this is going to need a bit of a tweak though. Thank you, autosave. Bit of a tweak. Oh no. No. That's fine. It is fine. It is fine. You can actually steal this as well. Oh, it's going to be off-bar tile, isn't it? Of course it is. It's an AK. How you doing? It's Factorio. Let's go. Yeah, it is. It's classic Factorio with that, by the way. I'm on the clock now, too. I need to get this playthrough done before the update drops, or before the DLC drops. So I need to get this done. Go. Hey, be an AK anyway. One thing working for me is that I can not that, and just alternate like so. Which map is this? This is the 8,000 science a minute megabase. That is, if you recognize this base, this is the base. So the objective of this base, is to bring this base up to standard in time for sending off 1.1 and moving into 2.0 / space age. Space age. I say as if I have cotton in my mouth. A bit of an issue. Oh, I know why. I know why. I am a ding-dong. That is like that because I actually need that bit there. It's like that because I added an extra thingy. Been catching up on YouTube for this? Nice. I actually, yeah, I've been putting the VODs up for this. There's actually oxygen not included as well, but I ran out of time before I could actually sort those out. Which is a bit of a downer. I really wanted to get. In general, I really just want to get the. Ooh, hiccups. I really want to get the YouTube sorted out. You know, be more consistent again. I'm actually thinking for Space Age, I might even concentrate on more contained videos. Might even. I keep. The funny thing is, if you know me for long enough, you know that I've said that 1,000 times already, and it never happens. But I might actually be motivated to deep dive into some of the stuff. Because the new content will require some new strategies. And I think there is some room to increase knowledge there. Is that 2? Oh yeah, that's why. Because there are 2 loads. You don't need 2 loads anymore. So I can eliminate it. Like as you've seen with Fungola, I know it's called Fagola, but I like calling it Fungola because it's the fun planet. Like you've seen in the FFFs, it's all about mining scrap, which means that things are going to be different. Gleba, I didn't actually get much experience with Gleba, but yeah, the whole agriculture thing is, I suppose if you're deep into the modded game, it might be more welcoming. But yeah, for the classic Factorio player, I think it'll be a new experience. Let's get rid of all that. You know what? I'm gonna clear out all of these. Redo it. And boop. Ah, that's handy. Excited for the new circuit controller reactors. That is a really interesting change. Having direct control over the reactors is something I didn't expect to see. It does give me hope that I can do some circuit-controlled reactors again. Because I did do it for those that have been around long enough, like AK, you would remember that I did have a circuit-controlled reactor system. But I eventually abandoned it in favor of just brute forcing it because there's the map that I did it in, there's so much, there's not so much that there's so much uranium because it was generated using version 15 uranium, which was like 50, 60k per patch. Like they were very tight, very small. But mining productivity 1,000 means that, or what is it, 100 or no, it was 1,000 and then it was reduced to 100 after an update. But yeah, that much mining productivity means all the patches are basically infinite. And you get so much out of a single tile of uranium that there's no real incentive to do anything interesting with them. Alright, hopefully that should get things started. The 100 is 10 to 1. It is... What are we on here? What are we on? 56. So that's equivalent to in the olden days, that would be 560. So that is... bonuses... I've gone blind. Yeah, 550%. So what is that? That is 5.5 to 1. Yeah, and 100 it means you get 10 for every 1. Or 1,000. It sounded more impressive when it was 1,000. But at the same time, the research was so cheap, you were just grinding out research just like nothing else. It was, was borderline ridiculous. Those different heights. Because the whole thing is wonky. Because somebody's an idiot. So I gotta move this whole stupid thing. Circuit control robo stuff? Yeah, that is very interesting as well. Did you see the... I don't remember where it was presented. Hang on, let me do this first, then I'll pull up the FFF for it. I genuinely can't remember this thing, which previous FFF it was in. Problem is, there's been so much information in the last year that it's really difficult. It's genuinely difficult to keep track of it all. So, is this one? No. That's quality. That's... Oh, these are all the FFFs that I opened up for Idiot Brain. JD. Yeah. This thing. Check this out. I don't remember if this was in a previous FFF. I think it was. But the decider combinator, being able to add conditions like this, so you have your temperature. In this case, you have temperature, and so temperature is less than 850, and fuel is equal to 0. Then it outputs a signal. This in itself is amazing, and you actually see the signal on the red wire down here. So we have the red. Well, we've got a visualization here, but we can see the signal on the red wire, and we can see its value as well. And on top of that, you can see the signal and its current value. So we can see the 866 and less than 850. So there's no more faffing about trying to see the values. And that's really neat. So, where is it? Yeah. This window here is really interesting. There. That should catch your attention as well. Apart from requesting fish. Yeah, the roboport's in the network. I'm not sure what you would use it for. I don't have an immediate use for it, apart from maybe like putting a cap on how many robots you should put into a network. So like you say, if there's 51 roboports, then you say no more than 50 bots by the number of roboports in the network. But I'm not 100% sure what the use case is exactly. Because that's the only one, like that example that I have is the only one I can think of, or it's the only one that I've heard. Actually, it was, I think that was JD's, but we sort of came to the same conclusion. Oh, ads. But yeah, it seems a very niche use case. UI shows the signal strength. That you have ad broken. Yeah. And the same here, you can see the number that is presenting. Read the example. That should probably be a good idea, shouldn't it? This can be used, for example, automatically top up number of robots as you expect. Yeah, that is the example given, but it's like the only real case to have it, so I don't really know what benefit it brings. Yeah, enabling and disabling requesters as well is interesting. For me, it's of limited use because it doesn't stop current. So for the make everything, it doesn't stop in-flight requests when you disable it, which is something that I'd want. Or a signal if you accidentally connect two networks. Yeah, if your number of roboports is deterministic, then that would work. I'm just curious. It might have been under display panels. A ghost entity. I didn't even twig on that. Oh, it's that inserted. What's that? All belt reader, new logistics GUI. Oh man, that's a throwback. Look at that belt icon and the science fac icon. The old substation icon was particularly sad. How's the new fluid management feel? A lot nicer. You don't really notice, like, it doesn't detract from it, from how you deal with fluids. Yeah, this thing, copy and pasting and keeping the wire connected, very nice. Yeah. That is an amazing quality of life feature. Look at that foundry fly. I don't think there is actually a... Maybe it's on here. Smaller things, yeah. Yep. The green. The underground connection turns green when it's at max range. Again, QOL. QOL. Anyway. Borat, very nice. Did you know I've never actually seen Borat all the way through? I've seen bits of it. Alright, I think the best course of action is to just leave this thing to its devices. I mean, Borat is one of those movies where it's questionable whether or not you get any entertainment value out of actually sitting down and watching it. I think you watched the second one first. People hate me for saying this, but there's an argument to be had that movies like Borat were the beginning of the end times for movies. It's a controversial take, I know. Very, very, very controversial. But it's sort of where around that time is where it all began. It's actually similarly with the J.J. Abrams Star Trek, when things started going downhill. If somehow I managed to get on that topic. Oh. Well, Reddit's always been insane. That's business as usual. I mean, we were taken for the entire existence of the channel. We've been taking the piss out of Reddit. Alrighty. Let's not place those just yet. Apparently I forgot to do the inserters. Yeah, don't need fuel at every stop in space age. Digital blight, apparently. Sure. Oh, you're supposed to be connected. Do I care to... Yes, I do. Oh, yeah. Don't you remember? It's... LOL Gamers. I was about to say it, and then I looked up, and then I had to look at a different screen, because it was, the window was hidden. Thank you. Pop-up hiding the window. I really appreciate that. How you doing? Streaming some Factorio. Very nice. Good evening. This thing. Interrupts. Blah, blah, blah. Where is it? Should be... Yeah, this whole thing. Very nice. Early start on a 10k base? Ooh. You're going to migrate it into 2.0? Because we're only a month away. Getting the outpost going. The fun part. In air quotes, fun part of the 10k base. Oh, annoying when that does that. There, it's driving me insane. It's just that one little thing. Gonna do a fresh save? Okay. U1. Is it always? Oh, this base is a bit of a weird one because it existed in a time just before train stop limits was introduced. Well, so how's it going, Beardless-Dane? And Silent Storm, how you doing? Alright, let's get some loading going. And we can copy and paste this whole thing. Ah, train hath arrived. I think there's one too many of these trains. That's why there's so many circulating around. Or I've removed a stop, and so there's an extra one circling around. What was I using? It was that one. Usually a mess, so best to go new content and a new sprawler spaghetti. That's the way. New content, it's just make a whole new plethora of spaghetti. There, just do all that. Might need to find... Oh, actually, I've got a better idea. Find a spider. Because... Nope, not you. It's going to play Find the Spider game. You have potential. It's going to go around the coal mines. Because the white ones should have rail in. Yep, they have rail inside them. Purple one's also down there. Purple one might have more stuff. It's sort of a generic builder. Yeah, and it's got miscellaneous crap. So you can pretend to be a train and come over here. Oops. I'm gonna get around nuclear somehow. There we go. Not gonna watch any Factorio stream the first month of release. You just want to knuckle down and just make your own way into the game. I want to try and avoid building designer blueprints. I'd rather suggest solutions to help make sense of it, if that makes sense. That's where I'm at for when it comes out. So like for the planets, it'll be more like here's some tricks on how to solve these logistics puzzles. Not the only way, but you know, one of a few choices, sort of thing. That's generally the way that I like to roll with it. It'll be the opposite. So deep into modder that it'll be enjoying 2.0 vicariously. Ah, I see. First month of Factorio streams will be railbook reworks. Yeah, the new rails are interesting. Heading to bed. 4 a.m. start. Ooh, that's an early start. Anyway, you enjoy your rest. Thank you very much for the raid again, and yeah, to see you again soon. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8. Repeat the same dealio again. That and like that. Conveniently, there's some chests there to tell me that I've gone too far. And floop. Kajoop. Doopadoop. Blurp. Blurp. A derp. And good old classic herp. Closely followed by derp. Ah. I was wondering why there was an extra one. I was like, oh, why is there an extra one? Because I missed one. Oh dear. Here we go. It's a solar honking. No, we managed to... we managed to, get it right in the end. It wasn't a complete disaster. I mean, I sure tried, but I managed to save the day. Go. Yeah. Oh yeah, did I tell Veldak that one of the days, on the last day, I did some sightseeing tours, and I wanted to go check out the metronome. And if you ever wanted proof that I'm easily distractible, I was distracted by a squirrel, and so I started chasing this squirrel around the metronome area. That metronome, that sort of park, sort of complex there. It was literally squirrel. Oh dear. I wanted to get a picture of it. It's a funny looking thing, because we don't have squirrels here. You do the same with them being no squirrels in New Zealand. Yeah, see what I mean? It's such a fascinating little critter. Like, it doesn't hiss and spit on you and pee all over everything like a possum. It's like a possum, but far more timid and less, yeah, what do they call it? Incontinent? Those things are like continuously peeing and pooping everywhere, possums. Sister sent squirrel photos for a week when she went to UK. I think for the UK, yeah, for the UK, that'll be all about the red squirrel, which is, I think that's the one that's almost extinct over there. They're really hard to find. I think it's called the red squirrel. You'd have to confirm it. Someone in the UK would have to confirm that. go. That was an easy upgrade to 16. So yeah, the overall goal of this base, it was built from... The original version of this base was built using 8 wagon loading and unloading, and I'm converting it to 16. I'm doubling it. Because one of the biggest problems with this base was that it couldn't keep up... The trains couldn't keep up with the supply. The wagons were too small. The wagon capacity was too small. Which is interesting, because I thought I calculated it, but apparently I did it wrong. I did it poorly. Alright. Is this thing actually hoarding stuff? No. Is this thing hoarding stuff? Yes. Is this the red belt megabase, or this is another side? This is the 8K base. Is that your trashing? Hopefully this is all sorted. I don't know what I want to do with the 8K base yet. You need stuff. I can't. Can't do much with this at the minute. Probably do it the lazy way like that. Am I actually getting iron plate in? That's the real question. That's the question that we really want to ask. I think we're just sort of circulating more of this stuff around. Oh, you're out of lubricant of all things. I suppose you got a... I have no idea how much iron. Some and quantity of iron, but yeah, you need lubricants. Do you have oil processing still? Yes, you do. Receiving oil. Yes, you are. Let's go back home and see if we can deal with that. Let's get the starter oil up and running. But yeah, we've got a lot of... I mean, this is all stuff that's known already. Sorting out the new rail blueprints, sorting out the ME is another big one. That'll be interesting. Gridlock at unloading might not help. Probably doesn't help, no. Just interesting. Oh, it's probably it'll be backed up on gas. That's why it's not producing anything. Yeah, the thing that I've been trying to avoid, that I know is coming, is having the ME to make everything plus introducing quality to it. I don't know how that's going to go. It could get rather interesting. As I say, that was nodes, its quality was announced. I realised how much of a headache it's going to be. There's coals in stock, 14k. Ah, I see. Oh, I got rocket fuel. I'm making entirely out of gas as well. One tile. that should loosen things up a little bit. I hear it running. You don't have anywhere near enough to turn on cracking. I think I saw it move. It's generally a good sign. There's a simple solution to these kinds of problems. What we do is we scoop it up and shove it in a box. And, just to be sure, you then shoot the box. It gets rid of it. Yeah, I think it's going to at least do something. It's going to alleviate some of the pressure. Really need somewhere for the rocket fuel to go, though. Alright, that's done, at least for now. Got our loads happening. Need to sort out unloads yet. I need to transplant the labs. I need to relocate the natives. Future me problems is sorting out that. I was hoping you'd have nukes equipped by accident. One can only dream. One can only dream. Wow, I just suddenly got very sleepy. It was a, So, the reason why I didn't do anything yesterday was I realized that I was doing stuff and, like, I was just in the middle of it, wandering off, doing something else, and then I come back and I see that I've just left the first thing I was doing strewn all over the place. It's like, that's not good. It's like I just completely forgot that I was even doing the first thing. And, yeah. And then when I went to bed, I just slept non-stop until nearly an hour after the wake-up alarm was supposed to have gone off. I just slept right through it. I think I'm feeling the opposite of that now, where I overslept. So now I'm just tired from that. It's actually kind of a miracle I didn't get sick. There was a during the LAN, or towards the end of the LAN, there was people started going down with COVID and all kinds of illnesses, and then afterwards, just more and more, kept hearing more and more people going down with sickness. And then on the last plane home, to add to that, there was so many sick people on the plane. Like, there was just so much just coughing and wheezing and gagging. It was crazy. I'm pretty sure I got something from it, but something mild though. Like, it's nowhere near anything full strength. Just thinning out the roboports, as I'm not convinced that there really that many are necessary. Okie day. Next step. Do I want to keep... No. Do I want to keep doing that? That is the question. $64 question. Can I be bothered with the split belts? Oh, I need to feed split belts. I got that much. But can I be bothered with it still? And this is going to be off by a tile as well. Yeah, so it's up like there. Oh, yeah, I see now. Yeah, probably like that. We don't need this. Get rid of that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. Don't need you. Lamb. Bam. Tricky day. There. Done. Alright. What's stopping me turning this thing on? So... Yeah, trains come up. Come up this lane, come down, across, up and out. Yeah, so by doing it that way, they don't impede each other. Just don't need that one there. Okay, you. We want to grab you-ish. Are on the wrong side. That is inconvenient to my purposes. No, it isn't. Because you're meant to be over here. Yeah. Yeah, no. No, yeah. Yeah, no, no, yeah. I think it is meant to be there. Yeah, just like that. And it's going to be something like that. Alright, let's summon the spiders and get this done. Hopefully I get most of this done and then just let it happen in the background. It'd be a relatively painless one overall. Yeah, well, it's half length. I say relatively. Need to sort out the whole... Yeah. Random hiccups. Yeah, probably there. How to get the two together. What I want to do for that. I don't know. Is there enough storage there as it is? Does this get painfully out of balance? I mean, it's side-loaded, so balance is very much a relative term. I'm gonna have to move that track before too long. So how's this looking? Need one of those Bob's Angels flare stacks to burn off the petroleum gas. It's not going to be had that I should use the rocket fuel, because that effectively burns light oil as well at the same time. The problem with that though is that it's more fuel efficient, so it won't actually burn that well. Just build more steam engines. Is there a way to burn it into nothingness that I know of? What I need is more... ironic as it is, I need more reactor control. I need to be able to just switch off a whole lot, switch off units individually. As of the last FFF, I could do that. I don't have access to it now. Barrel it. I mean, it's not a bad option. Oh, you're too close to that. It's actually annoying. I suppose there is more room for me to maneuver these things about. Go there. Get out of the way. Yeah, that'll work. Should be able to paste anything around the wrong way. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, and it's only half length so far. Because this the track's in the way. But it proves the concept. Is that right? Was that not right? signal's not hard up against the endpoint. Makes sense if you think about it. So, pump pipe button you could press. Yeah, but then I gotta go actually press it. That's the only thing. It's manual intervention. I mean, I could do it. I could go over there and do it. It's just a manual intervention thing. So what I could do, well, I suppose what I could do is build a big pile of tanks and then press it. That would work too. But yeah, it's manual intervention. I only think in terms of automatic options. So I suppose, where are we at? There. Something like that. Okay, not build it. Jerks. I mean, there's so many construction requests. It's not gonna work anytime soon. As I said, manual intervention. Okay, let's get back to starter. No. Oh, it's just coal. I was like, oh, there might be some hope, but no, it's just coal. I mean, that should be good enough to at least get things started. Oh, that's set to load. I might actually obliterate that oil outpost too. It's looking suspiciously like it will. Alright, let's get some tanks going. I see them lighting up. Trouble is, it's got to process all that as well. It's a decent amount of cracking though. Jamata, how you doing? Interesting. Oh, even that pipe's suffering. Right, how are we looking for lube now? Fully stonked. That's what we like to see. Actually have a lube tank. Probably not. Knowing me, probably not. Now we do. Yeah, just make sure we're well stocked. Exceedingly stocked. Potentially, some would say, even overstocked with lubricant. Fully saturated or fully lubed up? Fully lubed up, of course. Ooh, stuff. Flying. Ah! Lots of, interesting. Lots of undergrounds. Oh, that'll be a delivery from the other plane. Yeah. Yeah. The smelter would have been hoarding it all. Alright, let's move on to the next odd job. I mean, I do need to pack up this one as well. Oh. There's a lot of circuits there. There's a lot of circuits. Where's my decon planner? That one. What's that? Just a random combinator. Are you scrap bring? Yes, you are. That'll help free up some material. Ooh, a koala, he says. Ooh, a Canadian. How you doing? Just getting ready for work, I assume? Thanks indeed. What is it up to? It is... 12-month streak. So is that month 12 of the 12 months now? Yeah, that was wild. That was extremely generous of Eldak to give you the 12-month sub. Thank you very much. Eat. Gert. Gert. Blurt. Have I got the red circuit sorted? Yes, I pretty much do. Yeah, you're in a robo network. Real question is, do I need more space for trains to escape? I have this sneaking suspicion I might need more room for trains to escape. I did it. I mentioned this a few times, but I might need to have a space for the trains to pull forward out of the stop. No, just woke up on vacation this week. Nice. A friend called a few minutes ago. I'll be heading over to her place to do some handyman work. Ooh, helping out. I suppose it's a different kind of work. It's always more to do with these things. I need to get rid of... I need to relocate some biters. I actually need to sort out... so that's purple. Military... logistic... red. Future mojo problems, always. So I need a few things that I need to think about. Over here is where I want to put low density structures and control units. So I need to get this all out the way. I might mark that off now. Seeing as though the rest of it's been migrated to the new site, I think it's safe to get rid of this. What about oil? What's wrong with oil? Plastic sorted. Rocket fuel sorted. I think these just need to be converted back, and then that's it. Oil. Just looking for the next easiest odd job to clean up. I think that train is actually waiting to... Yeah, you're waiting to go to an unload. So I'm actually getting iron plate. I'm slowly emptying the smelters. Ready to leave, tabs open on both laptops. Alrighty. He's got some lubricant. What do you need? Gears. No gears. Oh, I am in it. Yeah, no gears. It's 10k iron plate. Yeah, no iron plate to be spoken of. I suppose that is a weird one. Oh, it's exactly on 10k. That's hilarious. There we go. Oh dear. No wonder it couldn't get it. It's just off by just the tiniest amount. But yep, train's on the move. Full of iron plate. Ew. Comes. Don't stand in his way. Like my craptacular unloader. Gets the job done. Just a bot or two. Those equal errors get you all the time too. It's just hilarious that it was stuck at exactly 10,000. Slow-burn, how you doing? Imagine playing with not... I know, just completely planar plebland. No ability to go up and over. You live like a peasant with planar rails. No remote view? Yeah, I was lamenting that earlier. I couldn't change the combinator in remote view. There we go, now we got gears. For the most part. Apparently you don't have an output. Suppose I could use a mod to put it back in. Put it in. I think that's necessary anymore. That's long, ancient history. So how's it going? I don't know why I unplugged all this stuff. Apparently I need it again. Must have been just an overload of gears or something. Sure there was a reason for it. It's managing to keep up with the gears. It's kind of astonishing how much of a drain this is on gears though. At least it's getting made. This system? Yeah. It's best system. I was just trying to sort out gears for making more belt because we've got a chronic belt shortage at the minute. Something about building a giant expansion to the factory sort of does that. Yeah, it ends up needing a few more tens of thousands of belt. Slow bot. Yeah, these are surprisingly slow bots. Also, delete the gap. I haven't got the as nearly as much worker robot speed going on this save. Trying to keep 1k. Yeah, I need to periodically delete the petroleum gas because that keeps the lubricant production up. I suppose if I really wanted more lubricant, I could coal liquefaction. I could actually kill two birds with one stone, actually. But the coal here, which I could get rid of with coal liquefaction. Yeah, we'll put yeah. You. That. Train the petroleum to science. Oh, there's no science built currently. So that's difficult. So yeah, coal liquefaction makes mostly heavy oil. So it would be advantageous to switch to coal liquefaction. That's where the oil comes from. We want that. And you, we want a coal liquefaction. 5 of them. Alright, so you need heavy oil. Head back around. going? Nowhere. It's going nowhere. I was confused there for quite a while, trying to figure out where the heck it was going. Okay, heavy oil. Easy way to make a loop around. Probably like that. I think. Yeah. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Da-ba-da-ba-da. Dip-dip-dip. Where am I bringing coal from? There's a crappy starter coal that's getting dumped in the network. That will do the job. Oop, I didn't want that, but okay. Is there any stone nearby? That's the real question. Yes, there is. Just handcraft them. There's probably some in the network, but it's not going to get done anytime soon. Where are we? Request a chest. Take coal and solid fuel. That and that. Ah, now you just need some coal. I've got to play the game of getting coal in there. I like this game. Oh yeah, you can squeeze it under there. Alright. And coal. Doesn't so much fit there. Find a way. There's no beacons, so that'll keep it going. Keep it busy, keep it going. Keep my lubricant supply up. Oh, green circuits are here. I think I've got plenty of lubricant now, at least. Exactly. Lots of lube. Cool. So that's going to mean that this is going to take quite a while to rebuild, fortunately. Oh yeah, and you're going to take quite a while to drain. So I've got to find the next little job to do in the meantime. I mean, probably finish circuits, finish the red circuit component. Rather than starting another project, but at the same time I want to start another project. That's what this whole place is about. Did I show doing that? I don't remember. But I rotated it. Made it betterer. Yeah, I need to move that delivery now. Next. I think I was sick of the thing running out of power, so I did this in my own time. Nothing special, but it's just more orderly. What else is on the agenda? So, smelting's pretty much done. Outposts. I was going to rework the outposts, but I'm just going to leave them as they are. The outposts that are using the old method are going to stay that way. Oil's nearly done. I need to rework that yet. Modules. Need to finish science. Need to build the labs for science. Need to add the trains for blue circuits. Oh, batteries. Need to deal with batteries. That one should be pretty easy. It's just a bot sandwich. You can just double the length of it and it's fine. It probably only needs to be one row as well if I double it. Probably only needs to be one sandwich at that. I could move that to oil, but the only reason why it's there is just to get it sort of out of the way. That was... Oh, that was on-site asset, that's right, yeah. It sucks the lake dry, this thing. It's insane. It's insane. Actually insane. Boop. So in preparation, because it's nearly time, shall maneuver the landfill train into position, ready for lengthening this. This isn't 2.0? No, it isn't. Can't stream 2.0. Not in Prague anymore for a start. So yeah, outpost smelting. Smelting is sort of ticking over. Yeah, that needs rework. I think that'll be the first thing for next time. Just think about what to do for next time, because it's time to end. That can just do its thing. I might fix that in my own time. Might fix that. I need to sort out what's wrong with this. This is, oh, I think I did rework it. I had the cannon shell thing completely wrong. I don't even know how I managed it to get it so wrong, because I'm pretty sure I Factorio, or equivalent of Factorio labbed it back in the day. So I don't know what went so wrong with that. And yeah, then I need to get utility science. Utility science? High-tech science? Utility science. I don't know why it's called utility. It's more of a high-tech science. It'll always be high-tech science in my mind, because that was what it was originally called. Production science makes sense. Or chemical science. The suffering is real. But yeah, I think that'll do it for us for today. So I'm going to leave it there, because I'm about to pass out and fall asleep. So thank you for watching, hanging out and all that good stuff. I'm gonna leave it there. So yeah, Clever calls me. Stomp, stomp, stomp. High tech, or as well, or hitch. High science, high sense. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. I'm just gonna end. I really need to get to bed. My brain's just frozen over now. So yeah, thanks for watching. And we shall continue this on next time.